out the best in me. I think of everything. I like society.
Hello, welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I'm your host, King Grimlock, and today we're going to be taking a look at Generations Skullgrin. Remold and recolor of Darkmount. This shouldn't be good, really. You know, it was quite quintessentially a Darkmount looking figure. Skullgrin was a pretender. This shouldn't work. This really shouldn't work. And in this mode, I don't really think it does. The colour scheme is just a bit too bland. The little flashes of red that we have for it, you just want more of. You have these little parts on it, and around the back you have the two filling in, and does help if I actually close that up. And the grey, it's not to say the grey's a bad colour, it's quite a nice colour. There's just a lot of it. There's a heck of a lot of it, especially around the side. And if they'd have picked out the treads maybe, in a little bit something different, broken this up a bit more, picked out some of the panelling detail, would have been nice. It's very nice to have the 3mm clip gun weapon system on again, and it does retain all of the detail that Darkmount did, fully rotating turret. And of course the movable weapons that you can clip anywhere on the figure, up and down as well. Lovely glorious bone white on there as well. That looks lovely, that still looks fantastic. And on the underside, oh, Skullgrin's new head. Ooh, and there we have more of that red. Now we have more of that beautiful colour, and we get to see it. We do get to see it in his robot mode, and it's the robot mode that's the ultimate highlight. Because this guy adds so much by being a repaint, in the same way that Cliffjumper was a phenomenally better figure than Bumblebee. This recolour and the fact that they've had time to perfect the mould really makes Skullgrin amazing. And there you go. There's Skullgrin in his robot mode, and I do hope you can see, and it comes through on camera, just what I mean by how impressive this guy actually is. That blood red and grey and black just serve to tie the whole figure together. Again, much like in the vein of the War for Cybertron Cliffjumper, the joining of the colours works sublimely. The fact that they use this dark silver and this bronze to pick out the details really highlights how amazing this toy looks. And that new head sculpt, I didn't think I was going to like. But you know what, it is beautifully done. And the tying in of the paint on there and there, you know, this was a skull in Generation 1, and you can believe it's a skull again, and you also believe that this is, you know, I don't know, if that's the skull, that's his spine, you know. He's just a nasty piece of work. And there's just something about the whole overall design that seems to lend to Skullgrin, much in the same way as the Nest Bludgeon was a great amalgamation of the two. You know, both the inner robot and the outer shell. This guy also serves to do a very similar thing. And it's weird that this was designed to be someone else that works so sublimely well as this character. And as we take a look around him, the most important thing, of course, for me is, again, from the side, a little bit lot great. The most important thing for me is they've tightened up all the joints. I was a fan of Darkmount, but not in the same way that a lot of other people were. I thought that backpack was horrific, and I thought there was too many loose joints on the figure to make him ultimately posable. And that's what this guy now has, is just a great sense of posability. You know, the articulation is actually fully usable because those joints aren't going to give up. Those hips don't feel so fragile that if you move them slightly, it's just going to pop off the ball joint. And the overall chest area, this chest of blood red and the black dark grey, just really bringing the focus into there. I'm waxing lyrical. People are going to think I'm nuts, but this is so much nicer than Darkmount. Let's say, I like Darkmount. It's not a bad toy, but the colour scheme on this, tied in with the character that it is, and the way they've used the colours and the design to make this character stand out and just bring the character out in it, is just a magnificent piece. For a repaint and a minor retooling, this is an amazing, amazing achievement by Hasbro. Anyway, I've been King Grimlock. This has been War for Cybertron Skullgrin. Get him. And we will see you next time.